The Witching Hour, October 20th, 2025. Like, subscribe, share, comment. 'Cause you're beautiful, that's why. So, praise God. In a manner of speaking, the Lord did empower me to pray out the witching hour, but in all honesty, not in a way that really respects Him. I started praying just before midnight and got in a little bit in about a half an hour into my prayers, and I just started getting too tired. And so I said I better go to sleep because I pray laying down, y'all, because I'm about to fall asleep while I'm praying. And so um, I don't know what I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say now. And so you would think, oh, so he must have went to sleep. No, no. So what I did was I drank some whiskey and watched some comedy and ate some Cheez-It snack mix. And then I'm closing these windows, y'all, because it's really windy outside and it's just making a lot of noise in this room. We're headed towards winter, and I'll just have the windows barely cracked open. But even during the winter, no matter how cold it is, I always have the windows cracked open, at least a little bit, because I can't stand that stank. My stank to be building up in my room. That's not, no, can't do that. Um, um, and so then I played like an hour's worth of video games. And it was like 2:30 or something. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be busted. The Lord's not playing this. And I don't have the energy to pray. I'm too tired to pray, but I'm not too tired to play video games. That's not going to fly. So, forgive me for I'm trying to untangle this cord. So, I decided, let me go ahead and pray out the witching hour, which I did. I finished my prayers. They actually came out to like 2 hours and 23 minutes. So I had to go and just pray in tongues for a few minutes. So they get over the 2 hour and 24 minute threshold. And I ended up praying for 2 hours and 26 minutes. But, so I prayed from like 2:30 to, a little after 4. And, so yeah, I did start praying before the witching hour started at 12, and I ended my prayers after 3 a.m. after the witching hour ends. But most of the time in between, I actually was not praying, and that's not good. But it is always good to finish my prayers, even if I don't do it perfectly. And I thank God for Him making me do this, because apart from the Lord, I cannot endure this targeting. I cannot. And the Lord is not playing with me. The Lord has told me I have to pray. He actually led me to make this covenant with Him, but it was really His will, not mine, that I have to pray 2 hours and 24 minutes a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And I'm bragging about the Lord. I'm not bragging about me when I tell you the Lord has not allowed me to fail to do this, not one single time in like 3 years. Definitely in over 2 years. I'll say 2.5 years, and that's to God's credit, and that's to God's glory. There's some times where I may not finish my prayers until it's almost midnight, but He still makes me get them prayers in regardless. And I like I said, I cannot endure this program, this targeting, if it's not for the Lord. And if I don't pray, the Lord's presence is not going to be with me. And personally, I think He's going to take my phone away from me, because that was the reason I made that what the Lord used to cause me to make really a covenant with Him, or not, maybe I shouldn't say a covenant, but an oath or a vow to Him, that if He lets me keep my phone, because they kept shutting my cell phone off, if He lets me keep my phone and have regular service, I will pray to Him 2 hours a day. That was my covenant or my oath that I made to the Lord. And I've had almost zero problems with my phone since then. It's like the Lord has a hedge about me, just like He had a hedge about Job. that really limited what Satan could do to Job. The Lord has a hedge about me, so there's things he don't let them do to me. And even like he led me, praise God's holy name. The Lord led me to start doing reaction videos. Now, these reaction videos that I do are where I get most of my views. I've had a few videos now in recent days. Like in the last week, I probably had like 4 or 5 videos between my 2 YouTube channels. How do I put this? Between my 2 YouTube channels, I've gotten probably in the last, let's say the last month, I've probably gotten like over 30 videos that have had over 1,000 views. And several of those videos have gotten over 10,000. 2, maybe 3 have gotten over 20,000. And this is huge. And the Lord has not allowed me to bow to pressure from whatever you want to call them, whether it's agents or trolls or people who genuinely think it's illegitimate. They want to call me a parasite, and you're not doing anything. You're just stealing other people's videos to get views. Well, YouTube allows you to do a 1-minute clip of other people's videos. So a lot of people do that. They're called reaction videos, and part of it is because it does get you views, and it's to kind of help new people who get on the platform to begin to develop a following. If you don't have like a social circle already that's going to support you, this will help get you followers, and it has been working. And not only that, but like I said, the Lord has not allowed me to bow to pressure like other YouTubers have bowed to pressure, and they've gotten rid of their program or their channel because people have talked to them like this. And the Lord has not allowed me to bow to pressure like that. And so, it's like, it took me like, oh my gosh, from 2017 to like 2024 to get just 4,000 hours. And you got to be able to get those 4,000 hours of people watching your videos within, I think it's like a 3-month period. So now the Lord has allowed me to get another 1,000 hours within like, it's still far from being able to be monetized, but to be able to get them within a relatively easy time. And he's not letting anything, whether it's agents or trolls or shills or whatever, he's not letting any of that affect me. They'll say stuff to me online now, and it's like I won't even erase their comments. I'll just say something kind to them, because I know my videos are so dumb. They're so dumb. So I agree with them, but there's a few people that seem to like them, and they're actually encouraging. But I don't get hardly any views based on my targeting videos. So the Lord has answered my prayer, and he's making the channel grow. And one of my channels is it's close. It's 880 subscribers, so it's just getting there. Your first 1,000 subscribers is the hardest, so that dream hopefully will come true. That channel I've had since 2017, which is ridiculous to think I've had this channel for 8 years, and I still haven't reached 1,000 subscribers. Part of that is what do you call it? It's being shadow banned, and the channel was put at over 18, and they really try to keep the channel from growing. And then the next channel that I started in May, so about 4 or 5 months ago, and that channel had 1 subscriber, and it's got nearly 300 now, and a lot of kids. Because I do a lot of little dance videos. Really, I'm making fun of their trend videos, like an old fart trying to do these. I'm kind of making fun of them, right? Because these kids are trying to be like these teenagers and these young 20-somethings. They're trying to be all sexy and stuff. Like, we did all that mess already, and it's sin against God. So I'll do it, and I'll just look like an idiot doing it. It's a lot of fun. But the Lord has a hedge about me, and he has a hedge about me because he makes me pay tithes and offerings. He makes me tithe my time to him through prayer and reading his word. And those are the 2 things I always tell TIs to do. Tithe your time to the Lord by prayer and reading his word. Tithe your money to the Lord by helping the poor. Don't make excuses. Pray to God to make you do it, because like I said, I'm not doing this because I'm holy. I'm not doing this because I'm holy. I'm just because God makes me do it for no other reason. Pray that he makes you do it, because if he does, you're going to be living a wonderful life. God bless.